Hi everyone, this is Pete.
And Drake from Drake WPR.
And this week we're talking about our toy haul from Dallas Vintage Toys. Drake and I are on a trip in Dallas, and there's an amazing store there called Dallas Vintage Toys. They specialize in Star Wars, He-Man, G.I. Joe, all the old stuff that you love and enjoy from the 80s. In fact, they have a room, which I think is on the screen right now, that is just, they call it the vault, where they have tons of carded 1970s Star Wars figures that are like $4,500 all the way up to $10,000. They have vintage Transformers. They also have newer Transformers, which we'll show you later on our video because we picked one up. They have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel, you name it, they carry it. I can't even go into how much they have. Tons of vintage G.I. Joe as well. But we're going to show you what we got. Okay, so this is the stuff that we wound up finding while we were at Dallas Vintage Toys. It's kind of a mixed bag. We didn't want to spend a lot of money. I think our budget was about $50. And we found a new Transformer, new meaning it comes from 2014. And we'll talk about him in a minute. We found a couple of Galactic Heroes, a random Star Wars pilot, a Y-Wing to add to the ship collection, and then the big find is the biggest thing on the table, which is this A-Wing fighter that we found. So we're going to go through things one by one. So here's the A-Wing that we found. I'm not exactly sure when this particular toy was made. Whenever it comes to Star Wars vehicles, the larger vehicles are sold as Target exclusives or Walmart. They've been making them for many years. This particular A-Wing has the paint job for the Galactic Republic around the Clone Wars time. So those of you that know a lot more about these and do your research probably know exactly when this one was made. I'm thinking it's at least 5 or 6 years old, maybe older than that. Drake, if you want to flip it over, you can show us the landing gear. All right. Drake, why don't you explain some of the issues with the landing gear?
This here used to make the landing gear come in and go out for landing and flight, but it doesn't anymore. You have to do it with the legs themselves.
Manually?
Manually.
Why don't you fold them up and show them what it looks like folded up? You put towards me.
That's what it looks like folded up.
Alright. And if we look at it from the side with the legs folded up, kind of in flight mode, that's pretty cool.
Another feature to this is if you push this forward, you can lock the cockpit in place up.
Very cool. I like how the paint job is done on it to make it look well weathered and like it's been in battle. Maybe been hit a couple of times, some of the paint knocked off. Pretty cool. I think the guns also rotate. And we got a really good deal on this because it was not in the box and didn't come with a pilot. So free and clear for 19 bucks. So really neat thing to add to the collection whenever we get home. It's the first plastic full-size Star Wars vehicle that Drake has. We have some G.I. Joe jets from the old days, but none of the Star Wars vehicles. So this is cool.
This guy's name is Whirl. When he transforms, he is a helicopter. He is from the 80s type of Transformers show. He has a Gatling gun, missile launchers, a null ray, and a cannon.
So what's neat about this guy, and while I'm talking, Drake, why don't you put the box in the right here. So this guy Whirl transforms into a helicopter and into kind of a Battloid mode, which kind of reminds me of Robotech, whenever the Veritech fighters would go into a Battloid mode. This one's from a 2014 wave of figures for the 30th anniversary. And Drake keeps asking me what a null ray is. I have no idea. So those of you that want to look it up and post something in the comments, let us know what a null ray is. It also notes that the weapons connect together. Ooh. What's cool about this one, and maybe I just have been not collecting Transformers as much in the last couple of years, but you can't see on the video, but the quality of the plastic and the fit and finish of this guy are really good. In fact, maybe we'll edit in a couple of shots of him transformed.
Anakin Skywalker and his little vehicle. I forget what's called. Dad, what did you say it was called?
I can't remember. It was on the box, but the box was in bad shape and we didn't wind up keeping it. I think it's supposed to be the speeder that he rode on in the Phantom Menace whenever he went to kill all the people that enslaved his mother.
Then we have
Princess Leia,
Princess Leia.
from Jabba's sail barge.
And then we also have R2-D2, who is dressed up in Jabba the Hutt's thing.
This is when he was serving drinks. He's serving drinks on the sail barge. So that's a really neat little piece. I love the detail on. And we got these for $3, so that was a great deal to get at Dallas Vintage Toys. And then lastly, we had just some slightly extra stuff, a Y-wing for the small ship collection, and we needed a pilot for our A-wing or else we couldn't play with it on the rest of the trip. I know he is not an A-wing pilot, so no haters please. We totally get that. But anyway, that's our toy haul from Dallas Vintage Toys. If you get a chance and you're in Dallas, check out their shop. We do every time we come here. We've gotten G.I. Joe, He-Man, all sorts of great stuff there. So until next time, this is Dad.
And Drake from Drake WPR.
Please subscribe. Thanks.